take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Here he comes with the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So South Carolina's offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Second down. They'll go to the air.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. The give to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. It's up, and the defense is going to get two for the safety.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The official is offered the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And now the incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right?
receiver playing in the slot. You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Witherspoon. They make the stop. Trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that first down. To the air on second down. Under fire.
This defense knew coming into this game playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country. They were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Now on the option.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on third and short.
I'm just using the ability.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Dances away to buy time. Right on the money. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Makes the run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Owls. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. You might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, churn up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch it. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on
has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why
And down he goes back at the 3.
well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, he can't get it out! They chased him out of the end zone and into safety.
And you just have to have better field awareness if you're on offense. They're understanding that A, you're in the offense, and B, where that back line is, David. That is not good news taking a safety.
No, and you want to make a play, and you want to make something happen, but you got to realize where you're out of the field. He doesn't do that, and guess what? Cost his team 2 points.
This receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Defense wants to bring the heat. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They've got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Finds his big tight end. And he's rushed.
this defense, man. That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the returner is stuck. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
Going deep.
Dude.
Falls incomplete, trying to get a choke away on that one.
When you see them there taking a shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to throw. It's McMillan. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Jumped on top of the play. Rice rushes to the line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He breaks it down. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Owls will try to pick it up on fourth down. Off the play fake. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line of the game. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job.
Continues to fight for yards. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Goes to the option. Quick toss. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback. He's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. It's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the
Yeah.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Now don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to buy time. Rolling right and going deep. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
What can you say about the passing attack we've seen from this offense?
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Let's go! Looking downfield, it's McMillan. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Slings it downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Under fire. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Touchdown! Fit it in the window for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there. They're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Here we go. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Nothing went right in that first half in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions that you got to score on every single one. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback up.
Here's the pressure. He's going for the big play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Owls come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive. We're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Looking to pass. It's McMillan. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Looking to scramble. Pass rush. Coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
He'll let it go to the left. And it's picked up at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Behind his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
They booted away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pulls it in. It's Witherspoon. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for
the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of this matchup somewhere else.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the inside. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. After that last one, they're staring at a second and long first down marker just short of the goal line. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the left. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. We reach the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off the play fake on first down. Using his feet to buy time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do.
So who is it? Oh, these are those guys. Who is chasing me down? For 35?
Force something on first down in the red zone.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll try it again from the 1 on second and goal. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Browns! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day, nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Got his man downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing this football.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Where's my running back? Not hurt. Why are you not playing?
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
On the set.
Now on 3rd down for this offense.
29 Philly.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Now don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work.
Lasso.
Wide wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They'll run the option. Still up in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On target over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
and this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Throwing right. Right on target this time. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Rice rushes to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Witherspoon. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Offense threatening. 1st and 10 from the 31. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
He wants to change this route. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Oh,
Here's Pittsburgh. The drive for the turnover.
I'm sneaky
He
rude.
goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Looking to throw on first down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm.
Looking deep